So today I want to talk about the hacks that I use to be productive and to kind of keep my sanity as a wife and a mom of 4 kids under the age of 11. So my kids are 10, 9, and the twins are 7. And this is a presentation a talk that I've done in different places, and I wanted to share the hacks that I use as a mom. And there's 10 hacks that I use. So I've called those the time management hacks for the exhausted and busy mom. Okay. And I'm going to look this way because I have them on my screen over there. And hack number one, and here's the thing, you don't have to do all of them, but these are the ones that work for me. You can pick the ones that work for you, or you can pick none of them if you want. But I just wanted to share the things that work for me, because a lot of people ask me, how do I do it? How am I able to balance being a wife, a mom, and working on the business and all of that? Okay, so first things first. That's the one thing. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it like me. Let's go into the hacks. Hack number one is don't do everything. I don't do everything. There's a lot of things that I don't like to do and that I have to do, but like cooking, for example. And there are things that I don't like to do and I don't do. Okay. So don't do everything. You don't have to do everything. And the other hacks will show you what you can do about the things that you don't like to do but still have to get done. Hack number two is to outsource. So, for example, grocery shopping, if you don't really enjoy doing grocery shopping, you can outsource that. You can use services like um, Shipt, Instacart. You can do a curbside pickup as well if you can do that at your grocery store. So you don't have to be in the store doing that. So outsourcing will be hack number two. Hack number three is delegate. If you have kids, they can do the thing. Okay. My daughter was just cleaning my bathtub. She wasn't cleaning it because I wanted her to clean it, but she was cleaning it because she wanted to take a bath. Like all the kids wanted to be in the big tub, and I'm like, if you can clean it before you get in it, you can take a bath. That's fine, and play pool in there, but you have to do it. So delegate. There are things that you don't have to be the one to do those things. Okay, so you can delegate to your spouse, to your friends, to a family member, to your mom, mother-in-law, sister, cousin, anything like that. Okay, so delegate would be hack number three. Hack number four is eliminate. So there are things that you don't really have to do, and and that's usually with time you realize that I don't really have to do that at all. Same example with grocery shopping. You don't have to be in there. You don't even have to drive there. If possible, you can even have those delivered to you. Okay, so that's a whole process that you're eliminating. You do it all on your app, and it's all delivered to your house. Sure, it's more expensive, but it saves you time, and it saves you time and the effort and the gas money to go over there and everything. Okay, so eliminate is another thing that you can do. Let me scroll the page to make sure that I have all the hacks here in front of me. Number five, this is my favorite probably, and it's to plan and prioritize. I'm a great planner. I have to say that. I'm a great planner. I love to plan. I have calendars everywhere. I plan meals when I travel, not all the time, but I love to plan. Okay, so that's something that I enjoy doing. And so when you plan in advance, when you know in advance what your weekend is going to be like, you can better prepare for certain things. You can better prioritize certain things. What is a priority for you? Like for me, like Saturday mornings, priority when the kids have sports, my priority is sports with the kids. So I don't schedule anything on those mornings. And then after that, in the afternoon, I'm usually free. I don't like to do things on Saturday afternoon. Don't ask me to come to your house on Saturday afternoon. I just like to rest, okay? Even though that's most of the time, that's when I go out, it's mostly on Saturday afternoon. But I don't enjoy that much, okay? Sunday afternoon, same thing. After church, I like to be home, stay with the family. I don't even like to eat out on Sundays because everybody's out, okay? So I like to be home after church, relax, watch some football and all of that. So prioritize knowing what's important for you and what's less important, the things that you can do without, the things that you can sacrifice. Just do that, okay? Hack number six is to manage your energy. I've talked about that in other videos. Managing my energy is knowing what are the times of the days when I'm most productive, when I'm most creative, and the times of the day when my brain is fried. So for me, early mornings. So anything before 12, I like to work on my content. I like to work on anything creative in my business, anything that requires brain power. After 12, I'm like, okay, I can do like administrative stuff like emails and, things that are mundane, and also meetings. So I don't like to have meetings in the morning because they don't require a lot of brain power. And I like to do those in the afternoon. After the kids come from school, I don't like to do anything because the kids are home. I want to be with them and all that. I don't want to be on my phone or the computer when they're here. And after that, in the evening, like once the kids are in bed, I have a little bit of peak of productivity there. I don't try to overdo it, otherwise I'll go to bed really, really late. But I have this little peak of productivity. So that's the time when I often plan for the day ahead, for the next day. And I always plan the night before. I always, always, always plan the night before. And so I know what I'm going to be working on the following day. So I have my to-do list. I'm looking at my weekly calendar, like this weekly plan. And then the night before, I adjust the weekly plan, but I also do my daily to-do list as well. So I know exactly, okay, I'm not getting lost in all the whole week plan. I'm focusing on what I have to do for that day. If I have to go to a coffee shop to get it done, if I have to do it at home, wherever I do it from, at least I know that these are the priorities for the day. So managing my energy, that's something that I learned from a friend of mine, and she's a productivity coach, and she taught me that it's not so much about time management and how to do a lot in a little bit of time, but more about managing your energy. Like even for women, for when you're on your cycle, like before you get your period, you're like low energy, so maybe not not plan certain important projects on those days, right? So knowing all of that is also very, very helpful. Hack number 7 is to block out time. This is something that I have to do. Like I said, I block out Saturday mornings for certain things, but I also block out my mornings during the weekdays when the kids are in school. Those are hours where I have to get my work done. I block it out. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. I try not to book any kind of doctor's appointment in the morning unless I really, really have to. But that's really a time for me to work. Even if it's not, like, even if it's on the weekend, for example. Right now, perfect example. Can I take off my towel cap? Yes, you can. That's how you do it. You have to manage it. Today's Saturday, and I am in a co-working session with my friends. Heidi, hi Kiyoka, hi Jazz. And at the same time, I blocked out this time to do it. But at the same time, it's Saturday morning, so the kids are at home and my husband is at work, and the kids wanted to take a bath. So I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna sneak out and have them, I'm gonna say yes to everything they want to do downstairs so they can do it. And I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be okay with my co-working time. One of my daughters came in and asked if she can take off her shower cap. Sure, you can do it. I have my other child who's watching TV and blasting the TV. That's fine. There are things that you have to let go of and not stress about because, I mean, that's just how life is. You have kids. What do you expect? Of course, they're going to make noises, right? That's just how it is. And you go with the flow. Okay, you have to go with the flow a lot of times. Okay, so blocking out time, like I'm doing now, blocking out time to do that with the ladies in the group. We are blocking out this session right now to work on our content for Vlogmas. Okay, so blocking out time and making sure that you do what you said you were going to do during this time. Hack number 8. Oh, another way, I have an example of other things that I've done in order to block out time is whenever I decide to go to a coffee shop early before the kids and the whole family wakes up. Like if I go to Starbucks at 4:30 when they open, I'm back home by 6:30 to help get them ready for school and all of that. I don't do that a lot, just occasionally when I'm really on a deadline. I like to do that, to be away in an environment where it's like I have to work, right? Or if I have to go to the library or Panera Bread, something like that, where I'm focused on the things that I have to do. Another thing that I do sometimes is a mom retreat. I have a video about that. I'm going to link it as well, where I spend the weekend at a hotel, not too far from home. That way, if they need me or anything like that, I'm not too far. But it's just a time to relax, but also to do some work if I have to do some work. Okay, so those are two examples of how I block out time and what I do during those sessions. Hack number 8: when you block out time, trying to get as much done as possible. Be very intentional about this time. So batching is a great strategy. Trying to record as many videos as you can, trying to write as many emails as you can, trying to create as many posts as you can. do as much as you can in that little window of time that you have that you know that is available. I'm not batching right now, for example, but I'm taking advantage of being in this co-working session. I've already planned my content, but I'm taking this time, since the kids are not with me here, I'm taking the time to record this video. Okay, so it's like double duty, and I'm taking full advantage of that time period that I have blocked out, and I can batch other things as well. Maybe I'm gonna record another video, maybe tomorrow's video. Okay, so that's how I use the block time to batch things during that time. Hack number 9 is to communicate. Communicate with your spouse, communicate with your kids. Tell them that, hey, when the office door is closed, that means mommy's working. When you're with your spouse as well, schedules and things like that, so that it's not just about you making concessions, but both of you have to make concessions. And yes, there's sacrifice involved, and sometimes you have to suck it up and just go with the flow. And sometimes things don't get done. And most importantly, sometimes things are messy, because that's just how life is. Motherhood is messy. If anybody tells you that it's all beautiful and you have makeup all the time and your hair is done all the time, and it's a lie. It's a lie. Motherhood is messy. It's beautifully messy and beautifully imperfect. I've done trainings where when my kids were yelling, or when my kids were under my desk, or when I had to feed my newborns, and I had to do training, I had to do a Facebook Live, and I was burping my child. I'm gonna put a picture right here about that time when they were babies. That's just how you do it. It's messy, but it works. You make it work, because you're not going to change your situation just because you want to have a thriving business and all of that. You can combine both, and you do it in a way that works for you. Okay? It has to work for you. So the way moms do it is different from the way that other people do it, even different from the way fathers do it, because most of the time kids spend more time with moms. And so we adjust it. We don't complain about it much. We just make it do. We just make it work the way we can. Hack number 10, probably my favorite, to reward yourself. Reward yourself for all the hard work, the good work that you do, and even the effort that you put into it. Even if it's just that you have planned it, but you didn't do it because life happens. Maybe you have a sick child, or maybe you get sick, or whatever. Reward yourself. There are specific snacks that I get and that only I eat. I hide them, or I hide in the bathroom to eat those snacks, chocolate and all of that. You need to keep things to yourself, okay? Moms, we give everything to others, to our spouses, to our children. We would give everything that we have on our back for them. But there are a few things that you have to honor, and there's some snacks that you have to keep to yourself. So that's something that I do, so that even if it's just a little moment of joy and satisfaction in the day, I have that. Even if it's just a cup of tea at the end of the day, give me that time to just chill and relax. Or maybe I reward myself with an episode of The Diplomat. That's what I've been doing this whole week. Like, after batching videos in the morning and doing all the work, like about an hour before the kids come back from school, because I know it's going to be chaotic once they come, I just watch an episode or two of The Diplomat, catching up on the show, enjoying the show, drinking my cup of tea or having lunch, something like that, just enjoying that specific time of the day when I know that my brain is like done working, but I at least reward myself, so that I'm not always in work mode and always in giving mode. Okay, so those were my 10 hacks that I've used to make it work, to balance it all. And even the word balance doesn't mean that everything is equal and everything. Sometimes it's the marriage that's suffering, sometimes it's the parenting that's suffering, sometimes it's the business that's suffering, sometimes it's the self-care that's suffering. It's not all equal, and that's just life. That's just how you manage, and it's beautifully imperfect, like I said. So if you're a mom and you have hacks, let me know in the comments. That way we can exchange notes. Okay, I hope this video helped. I'm going to check on the kids to make sure that they didn't put water all over my bathroom, and I'll catch you later. Bye.